Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and today we're going to be diving into your money, career, finances, and success coming your way and how it's going to be happening in 2025. I'm going to start out by pulling your symbols. These are going to give us a general idea of what's coming your way and what's leaving your life. And then I'm going to move on to your coffee cup and saucer. Following that one, we're going to have your tarot finance reading, and after I have your spirit messages as well as a cute little sigil you can use day to day in order to attract more wealth into your life. Okay, and if you go on to enjoy this reading, don't forget to give some love and subscribe to the channel and become a part of this beautiful soul community. Let's jump in and see what's coming your way. I'm going to start out with a cup and get a hint from this symbols. I see tears of joy around the 3rd month mark coming forward, but then going back again, and then 5th month it's showing up here. So I'm gonna say the first thing comes to mind. I feel like this is an energy. This is something that you're desiring, manifesting, and expecting it to come from a certain resource, certain source, okay? And this can be an outside source, or maybe when you obtain it, you're going to use it for something that you don't usually do day-to-day life. This can be maybe like a new project, or like you're expecting money to come so you can invest it into the thing that you want to have in your life. This can be some asset which will add more into your bounty. This can be a business idea that you want to pursue, or maybe even an education that you want to learn more about a subject that will actually maybe multiply your income. For example, maybe you have a business, but you want to learn marketing so you can actually do more of the advertising marketing by yourself. Use a social media. Social media is actually a very like tricky. It has a formula. Even YouTube, like now I'm trying to, like when I'm researching, I see that there is a formula to everything. So I feel like you have something coming in that you have a specific thing that you want to put it in, and it seems like here within the 3rd month it's going to seem like it's going to show up, but within the 5th month I see here with a massive cup it's going to appear in a better way, and it is going to not only maybe cover itself but also bring an emotionally fulfilling and satisfying offer with it. Okay, let's see what the symbols are showing. We have an eagle, very good, whale, eagle, and broken ring. Okay, broken ring is, I feel like this is what's leaving your life. If you parting out of the ways in either romance or business, maybe you wanted to work things out in a place that you're in, or maybe your current place you want to make it work, but it's not really aligning with your soul and spirit, and you're looking for another way. And if you're not even looking for another option, this is basically telling you start looking for it, because seems like here there's a better option out there for you. And this might come to an end without you being prepared. So get ready, get prepared for this. If this is a job that you're working at, maybe it's time to contact with your recruiter. And if you're working with one, and if you're not, extremely useful source finding a job. So maybe start looking for one and researching, because seems like something better is coming for you anyways, but being unprepared is actually really shocking. So if you don't want that shock, it's good to be prepared. We have the whale here. It says great worry over nothing. So this broken ring, don't let it actually worry you, because there's something much better, triumph over troubles and obstacles coming forward. So you don't have to worry. Another thing here is eagle is all about success and also freedom. So if you are not feeling free where you are, maybe you don't have the freedom to make decisions or pick and choose what is given to you. The next best thing is going to be you having that options. Okay. The whale here can also be symbolizing someone, maybe a water sign. Eagle can be an air sign. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Eagle can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Whale is someone solid, calm, wealthy, abundant, and gentle, great with communication. Eagle can be someone a little bit fiery too, because he has like the background as a sun, fire of the sun is coming forward, and you are the sun, by the way. Leo is symbolized by the sun card. So you're gonna basically partner up with the eagle too here. You're gonna be your triumph, yes, coming forth, and this can also be something that will truly give you that freedom that you're looking for in work and environment. I see in your heart space there's not really much clarity, but slight number 3 showing up here. Towards the end of the year, maybe like in the middle of the year, you might get a chance of doing something creative that can part the clouds. Clouds doesn't mean in a negative sense. I feel like this clouds can symbolize actually not having the clarity. Maybe is it gonna rain, or is it gonna snow, or the sun is gonna come out? Maybe you don't really have clarity for that at this moment. Seems like here creativity, using your creativity is a good tool. When I see creativity, don't take it in the way of you have to do something creative with your finances. This can be anything that actually gets your creative juices flowing. This can be painting, singing, doing an activity that actually helps your creativity to cultivate in your day-to-day life. What's going to happen is that energy will attract new ideas to you with the finances as well. Like attracts like, basically. When you are in the energy of flow and creativity and gratitude, it is going to attract more of that into your life. I see here in the beginning of the first 3 months, there is actually a communication line opening. Someone is very happy to be talking to you. I see a letter T, L, Tammy, Larry. Can you read the first name or the last name of this person? This person has a hat. Hat indicates their authority. They are being an authority, and you're getting in touch with an authority figure. And I feel like they are going to be extremely happy to talk to you. There is also, I see a roof here and a little boat under the roof. There are actually like a housing, moving, or maybe mobile home. If that's a dream that you have, this can be actually obtaining one. Or maybe like from one place to another, like opening your wings and flying from one place to another towards a person that will appreciate you. This can be like a job as well, or even like an environment that you will be loved, appreciated, and you will feel inspired as well. The phone lines are forming, so maybe within the 3rd month, you're going to make the decision. Finally, you're going to find that perfect place. And we saw that the desire was coming, but then it stopped. In the 5th month, it worked out. So initially, if you don't get the results, you don't have to worry, because the universe has a better plan for you, okay? I see a trident here. The trident symbolizes emotions, can be like Poseidon, symbolizing Poseidon as well. I felt the water sign energy with a whale here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This can be King of Cups energy, someone loving, supportive, appreciative of your work, maybe offering you something better. Okay, when you don't get that first thing going, don't worry about it, because I feel like there's something much better that you will enjoy, you will be appreciated, and your success will be recognized and basically like recognized and appreciated. And also, I was going to say compensated. Okay, that's going to be the place that you're going to go in. And I see this person, you can see the man with the mustache here has 2 homes attached to each other. This can even be someone who has like a big businesses, because it's following up like 1, 2, 3, 4 different things are following up each other. This can be like a franchise that you're working in, or like you're going to have maybe multiple authorities on something. And this can be someone actually helping as well, sending you help, giving you the help you need. Can be a mentor that you're going to be following. And there was actually a conversation, a small clip of Jim Rohn. I'm like, when I start following some people, I get obsessed with them, and I watch all of their videos and I read all of their books. And nowadays I'm just following his videos now. And one of the things he said, if you can take out a rich person for a dinner, go ahead and do that, because they have amazing idea. They think in a very high quality and high highly about money. First of all, that's how they think. And so I'm not saying just go ahead and find this guy and take him out to dinner, but I feel like you're going to find yourself in those kind of like wealthy environments. I'm not saying that you're not already in that kind of a place. You can be in a very wealthy place at this moment, but it seems like here there's going to be like a small upgrade, and there's always room for growth no matter wherever you are in life. And I feel like here within the fourth, fifth month, you're going to have that upgrade. Now you're going to find yourself in the middle of this kind of like environment. People are highly knowledgeable, wealthy. The opportunities are flying left and right. That's going to be a good thing for you. Even though you don't really get one of the opportunities, I feel like you're going to catch a lot of good ideas, because I see here within the 6 months, like the move is happening. You're getting the beautiful offer. Someone here, older gentleman, who has like a back on his back, kind of like a ninja turtle type of like a ninja turtle shell, not a ninja shell, but a turtle shell he has. This can be indicative of that you're going to be meeting with someone maybe who actually has like carries their home on their back, someone traveling all the time, maybe teaching people all the time. And the conversation is going to put you in a place in the masculine, like the masculine energy here. Masculine doesn't mean male. It means that you're active, action mind. It is going to give you an inspiration to, I see even a lion actually flying here, maybe even a tiger flying behind you, an idea to execute, okay? And when you execute that, I see that you are actually standing on a cliff. You have like a sword in your hand. Sword can be your word that you are like overcoming a challenge, okay? So, you're going to get the inspiration. Good idea will be coming in. This kind of looks like eagles, our mouth, not that's not called beak, eagle's beak, and the action is going to be really fast. The idea will come to you, you're going to take the action, and you're going to be like overcoming an obstacle, or maybe slaying this dragon. Whatever is blocking your path, that will be removed. You're going to be removing that, and you are climbing up to the top of a mountain right here. So that can bring a lot of success to you, maybe towards the end of the year, maybe even an opportunity of the celebration coming forward. I told you that there's like a phone lines forming here and they're cutting off. So you might get disconnected from maybe your old environment, and maybe connect with a new one, a better one, and a high and upgraded one. This can be people with different mindsets. They are actually action oriented, goal oriented. They have like 10-year visions, that they're accomplishing things left and right, and have a lot of massive wealth. And you're going to be finding yourself in this environment, okay? And the environment, how you get in there, is not really like a main thing here. I feel like you're going to be guided intuitively, but you're going to be learning a lot, and that will basically increase your wealth as well. That's the energy I'm feeling here for 2025. Let's get into your plate now. If you have a question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be. I see that there's actually, you are in a boat right here. You're looking at your star. You have a goal in your hand, and your boat is actually on top of this beautiful person's. You see, there's a person, there's a mouse right here. So like the knowledge that you have, maybe already you have obtained this knowledge. This can also be an ancestor. I saw like a person's face right there. So maybe like an inheritance coming forward, and the boat indicates that you are moving on from where you are to a better upgraded position, upgraded place, seems like here. The boat was sitting on the 7th month mark. That can be the time that you're going to maybe take a break and take a vacation. Your energy field looks intact, and I see someone actually wearing this big dress. Who wears the dress in tarot is actually the Hierophant wears a dress. He's the authority figure. He's the symbol, spiritual leader, as well as the governmental success he actually implies. So this can be your victory. If you have any legal things happening that will actually eventually bring you wealth, abundance, success into your life, you're going to be resolving that as well. I can give some examples, such as maybe if you want to go into a school, increase your knowledge, maybe you are already a teacher, professor, you want to upgrade, it can be happening that way as well. This can be a legal case that is in the works. There's a second desire also coming forward really fast too. So that can be the case actually resolving, getting into a solution and finding that perfect solution for that. I see like there are people surrounding you, family, friends. The support will be also there throughout the year. I see kind of right there a little, this kind of looks like a person now when I come in closer. A man wearing a hat. Hat indicates authority figure. I feel like you're going to have a lot of good relationships with the authorities. The authority can be someone who has a word, and with their word, things can happen. Another thing here is this can be like a legal authority that is helping you. The thing I saw right there is actually, you know, the Shinto temples have this like red gateways, big red gateways. That kind of reminds me of that. And Shinto has, I think, 4 or 5 rules, very virtuous rules. I cannot really, they're not on top of my head, but I feel like here, whatever is coming your life, it is going to bring a lot of peace as well. It is not only going to be like wealth, abundance, but you're not feeling satisfied within it. I feel like it is going to bring the peace with it as well. Okay. Let's move on to your tarot now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, it's good to just think about it for a second so we can get clear answers for that one. We're going to be looking into your current situation and the opportunity coming your way and how you should be moving forward. Let's dive in. Let's see what's coming your way. Okay, current situation seems like you're at a pause, okay? You are paused, you're not really moving, but what's happening is something very good for you. What does that mean? We have the Hangman. You're having an awakening. Maybe your growth, if you have been working on something, maybe you have been working at a workplace, or you can be retired, getting a certain amount, waiting for it to increase, but the things are not really going the way you want it to be at this moment because there's going to be a perspective change happening. We have a lot of alignments happening around the world. Aquarius age is coming, enlightenment is happening. The Hangman is a very good example of that enlightenment. And when it comes to money, it seems like you're going to have an enlightenment, an awakening as well. That's why temporary pause is not really going to hurt you, but it is going to help you. We have a key here falling out of his purse. The key is for you to unlock the locked doors. And I also have here the trident that I saw in your cup. I don't know if this is Pluto, and Pluto is actually another symbol for money. Venus and Pluto is a good symbol for money. Seems like here you're going to actually have that kind of like enlightenment about money issues, and they're going to be resolving one at a time. A temporary pause for reflection and insight, an awakening where you see things in a whole new light, embrace your own uniqueness. Charitable actions in the meantime, while you're waiting your blessings to come, can actually be enlightening, be supportive of the cause that you're going after. I have here the area of opportunity is actually going to come forward by taking the next step. Next step can be different for everyone. We have number 201's energy. I feel like this is about partnership, okay? Number 2 is all about partnership, creating balance in your finances and partnering up with the ones that are actually can be helpful for you. This can be people, this can be learning something new, but before taking steps, 2 of Wands energy also indicates that you have to be prepared for this endeavor. Before you step into it, you need to be prepared for it, okay? And taking the next step, bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dream is extremely important. That's also the advice from the card. Expanding your plans and continue to move forward. So if you're feeling stuck, do something, okay? And doing something doesn't mean that, like I mentioned before, you don't have to strictly go in the direction of your desires. And if you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're not really receiving a new inspiration, even taking a long walk can give you different ideas, okay? Because like if you are actually looking at the same thing for hours, I used to do design basically. And when you look at the same thing for hours, you start seeing the same thing. Even though you make changes, that changes are so little, you don't see anything new in it, and the inspiration starts to fizzle out. In order to actually catch more inspiration, add more things to it, taking a walk is very important. Looking at the things that actually gives you joy, whatever it is, like if your multiplier, if your desire to have a Ferrari at the end of the day, looking at the pictures of them, colors, what's coming up, what's going, that can just get your creative juices flowing, okay? And let's see the risk here. The risk is transformation. We have again, I see the Venus energy here. This is a transformation is the tower moment. This is actually Scorpio energy, and but still we have the Venus, and Pluto and Venus are actually connected to the energy of wealth and money. These readings are intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you have any of those in your chart, it can actually resonate with you as well. Transformation is the risky area. So when you step into this new endeavor, you have to maybe transform everything and the structures and the thought patterns and the actions that you're doing that is not really working for you anymore. You might have to let them go, because if you don't, the transformation can actually, you see, we don't have a tower moment here. We have a reconstruction happening. So if you don't reconstruct, you can have that crumbling down, okay? You might have to reconstruct. That's why the risky area is here. If you don't take necessary action in advance, it can cause you to, the things to demolish completely, so you might have to restart again from scratch, okay? A significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination. Releasing old belief systems is also important. Belief system is actually, everybody has different beliefs most of the time. And so when people believe into something strongly, it can actually block their thinking, block them from taking action. Okay? There's actually, I think it's the frog experimentation. If you look at it, they put the frogs in a bucket and they keep jumping over each other and they're preventing each other to come out of the bucket. What happens is then they come to a belief that they cannot get out of there. But if they do not really pull each other down, they can't get out of there. I think that was something like that. But it's also Plato's, I think it's Plato's cave reference, that the people are seeing the shadows of the things. They think that's the real thing, but there's something beyond it. There's a true real world. Cave analogy, I think. So like the beliefs that needs to be changed here. This is a very deep subject. You can look into it further, but this is suggested for your wealth and opportunities, so you can meet your opportunities in the 2025. This is how to move forward. This is actually, I feel the energy that you have to do the inner work first, and then the things are going to be moving forward simultaneously and like spontaneously by itself. The Wheel of Fortune is a very good omen. It means that the things are aligning already. You have to just align yourself with the energy. You need to be in the wealth level. The wealth, actually, the gratitude is the level of wealth as well. Because when we have what we want, then we feel the gratitude. But the universe doesn't work with the after the fact, it works with the current energy. So if you can align yourself with the gratitude, it is going to be easier to attract the things that you want into your life. A fresh new start or the end of delays, sudden or unexpected progress, a very positive change in your life. Travel or a new vehicle can be another aspect of this Wheel of Fortune actually working out for you. Let's get into the clarification now. Let's see how, why, and maybe even the possible outcomes are going to show up for you. Let's see. We have Nine of Cups here, a beautiful energy. Nine of Cups indicates that current financial situation might be actually looking like bleak. Maybe you don't really have clarity or it's not really moving forward. But the Nine of Cups, the angel under his arm, states that you're manifesting massive wealth and abundance, and whatever your financial goals are, they are on the pathway. They are flowing towards you right now, okay? We have Seven of Cups, confusion. Area of opportunity can be you might have many options in your hand or many ideas in your mind. And that might be causing you to have this kind of like confusion, maybe unable to make a decision. Seems like here planning the next step and taking that is going to remove that confusion. Okay, not like 100% clarity, but it doesn't have to be. Even if you have 10% more clarity each step at a time, it will reach to 100% eventually. Okay, the risky area is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, what she does here is she's holding on to her pentacles so tightly. That's the meaning of the Pentacles, like being too strict about certain things. And that's the releasing old beliefs, basically suggesting you that whatever that you're holding on to too much is actually creating distance between you and your heart's desire. Okay, if you're thinking, for example, we always have that, like most of the society, because it's a collective belief, they think money is the root of all evil. Money is actually, there's so hard to come by, but we have plenty of it. There's plenty of it on the planet Earth, and there are certain rules to money. I was actually listening to one of the Bob Proctor courses that he explains the laws of the universe, and he says like money is a game, and there are certain rules to play that game, and if you don't play by those rules, it is really hard to obtain it. And Wallace Wattles, I think, The Science of Getting Rich, and I was actually listening to his audiobook. He also talks about this, like how to obtain money and such. So there are some rules to that. Not the past rules that you have learned. They're not going to be working this time around. There are some new things that you have to learn this year, okay? And let go of that old belief systems. How to move forward. Five of Pentacles energy, the Wheel of Fortune turning, and maybe you have been left out in the cold. I see the Pentacles, you see they're outside of the church. There's no light in the church, by the way, in this one. In the original tarot, you see the light, but the angel is coming in here. So I feel like here, this is the mindset of lack. And on the bottom, I want to get the clarification. Yes, and the Fool, I see the Fool as well here. So you have to walk away from the thought, the idea that there's always lack outside. The sun is you. You are Leo. You are the sun. Basically, your message coming to you and telling you, we have all these little angels right there. You have to be able to see the opportunities out there, okay? You have to reach out and touch faith, basically. The faith is not going to come to you. You have to go to the faith. Here, you see there, so they have a distance in between the church here. If you have limiting beliefs that are holding you back, even maybe you're acting in a way that the abundance is never going to find you, you're thinking that pattern, that has to change, okay? And it is accessible to you. The sun is your energy. It seems like you have a lot of energy to give, to multiply the wealth into your life, but you have to, with the full energy, start anew, and you have to have a new perspective. You have to start with a beginner's mind instead of just thinking all the things that happen to you. You have to learn the lessons and move on, because the Wheel of Fortune, you like it or not, is turning for you. You're going to be thrown into the wealth. You're going to be thrown into the opportunities. But if you see these things in the negative side, you're not going to be able to seize the moment, basically, okay? Let's get to the Spirit's message for you. This is actually a spiritual guidance. Spirit's message can be like a very different thing than expected message, because we have like a child's love coming forward for Aries. If you have Aries in your chart, go ahead and watch that. And I interpreted that as like a childhood trauma when it comes to money. There are things like that. Then this year we're looking in the energy, so it is going to come to surface for Aries that they have to deal with it and they have to release it. Let's see what's coming forward here for you. And Five of Pentacles can be like the hard times mixing up with the good times as well, and you actually seizing the moment is very important. For example, what comes to me, the first, receive the blessings coming. Another example popped into my head. There's this program called Zoom. Before 2020, nobody knew about that. I never heard about that because nobody met online. Like certain, like very specific companies, maybe big places, they used to use them. Other than that, nobody knew about it. And that was a crisis moment. Those people, actually, the owners of Zoom and the workers, they thrived. Okay. So it's about seizing the moment and seeing the opportunity at the place. Okay. I don't mean in a negative sense, because that was a negative time for many. I mean in the seeing the positivity in, the things. The receive is your spiritual message for finances. You're a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is natural law and order of the universe. Okay, guys. The blessings are coming, so be open to the creative possibilities and the blessings coming to you, and receive them, okay? Let's see your little sigil. I actually pulled a card for myself yesterday, and I loved something like came up, and I loved it. And I said, you know what, I'm going to use this. So maybe you can cultivate that. I drew it on my board right away. And we have Trinka 5. Oh my God, guys, this actually... Same exact thing came forth as for Aries as well. And we have happy love too. I want to pull 2 for you. Okay. Manifesting money and income, 555. This one you can use for money. And also, if you want the money to come with love and blessings and good, happy news, we have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership and good friends. This can be actually using your money for this joyful events, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.